Well, let's talk about that. What do you think about the trailers for Far From Home?
Uh, I really liked Homecoming. I know some people didn't. I loved Homecoming, and when I
Hmm.
first saw the trailer before seeing Endgame, when I saw the first trailer for Far From Home, I thought perfect. That's the next evolution in the character. Get him far from home, have him deal with the grandfather, quote unquote, character more than just a father figure, and go from Iron Man to Fury. I thought this was great. Now everything that happened in Endgame, I'm just not as invested, and I don't trust it not to go woke even more with Michelle slash MJ.
Hmm.
I don't like trying to make her MJ. I don't. Now they're going to introduce the multiverse. It's just like whoa, 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 whoa. Let's slow down, guys. Let's slow down. We had
Yeah.
one good story with him. Let's just progress his character a little bit before we blow up the universe with him.
Well, yeah, that was. I was thinking that too. I was like, I didn't like that they were doubling down with making her MJ.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's no.
like it was that one line at the end of the last movie. Like they could just go back to calling her Michelle in this
Yeah,
movie or whatever.
yeah,
Uh, but she's just MJ now or whatever.
yeah. So she's
Um,
not MJ. That is not Mary Jane Watson.
well, yeah, I mean it's a completely different character. It's like they threw in the name MJ as like some sort of a Easter egg or something,
Yeah,
like, and so
yeah,
basically now uh this version of Spider-Man will never have Mary Jane in it because it's been relegated to an Easter egg.
I know. That's such a bummer because I really like Tom Holland Spider Man.
Um, but yeah, that was a little disappointing that they're doubling down on that. And I didn't like how she knew that he was. Oh, it's kind of
Yeah,
obvious that you're Spider. It's like this. It's like this whole thing. Like
yeah,
they need the girl to be like really observant and smart and intelligent
mhm,
enough to figure it out. Like they did the same thing with Lois in Man
yeah,
of Steel or whatever.
yep,
Like as if them not knowing undermines their intelligence as a
exactly.
person or whatever.
Yeah,
Like it's like right, and it's not that it's revealed to them in some way. It's that they always have to figure it out on their own. And
yeah,
I think that's why it's because they want the girl to look super smart or whatever.
yeah. They're terrified about that. Yeah, you're right.
So that's the thing, and so it just becomes another person that knows. So it's like, oh, Aunt May knows, and his friend knows, and
Mhm,
Vulture knows, and MJ knows, and everybody,
yeah,
Nick Fury knows. Like every other character in the movie knows his
yeah,
secret
yeah.
identity.
Ned knows.
So
Yeah,
it almost becomes pointless,
yeah. And plus,
anymore.
I can't look at Nick Fury anymore with any kind of respect after the cat
Oh, the
backstory.
cast. Oh, I see. I still haven't watched that movie,
Oh, well. Plus,
so maybe
the way he was in that movie too, he was just sort of Captain Marvel's
was
bumbling sidekick, and I was
he
like,
was a
"Yep,
timid
yeah,
timid Nick Fury.
yeah," and I like that.
Yeah,
Nope.
I've heard that. So, but okay. So the other thing about Far From Home, my theory is that they're going to use this rift. My theory is that Mysterio comes from the Venom-Verse.
I saw you post that on Twitter. That's really fascinating. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
New world? Beck is from Earth, just not ours. The snap tore a hole in our dimension.
My theory is that, I mean, I guess he could come from another one, but my theory is that they're going to use this hole in the dimensions to send Tom Holland to the Venom-Verse.
Hmm.
And after this movie, he's done in the MCU.
Maybe I don't know.
Because I remember those articles came out like a year ago saying Spider-Man may be done after Far From Home. Like I think Eamon Pascal made some comments.
Well, those movies will all take place in the world that we are now creating for Peter Parker. I mean, there'll be adjuncts to it. They may be different locations, but it will still all be in the same world, and they will be connected to each other as well.
So there is a chance that Tom Holland as Spider-Man will pop up somewhere
There's
over
a
there.
chance.
There's always a chance.
There's always a chance. I think one of the things that
It kind of alluded or hinted that maybe he was done after the
Mhm.
Homecoming sequel.
Yeah, and that would make more sense too. Why Sony did a multiverse Miles Morales film to get people ready for that possibility of Spider-Man's crossing universes and stuff.
Yeah. So it just occurred to me as, oh, he comes from another dimension. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. He comes from the Venom-Verse. Spider-Man, Homecoming had a double meaning, right? It was the dance
hmm
and it was also Spider-Man coming to the MCU.
Yeah.
Right. He's coming home to Marvel. Far From Home, when I heard that title, I was like, I wonder if it has a double meaning.
Oh, that is a good point. Yeah.
Meaning that, like, okay, well, not only is he going to, Europe, I doubt it. I doubt that that's it. I think that Far From Home means he's going to be sent to another world.
Huh. I didn't think about that. I have to think about that. That's interesting. That never occurred to me.
So, maybe they'll just do it like the third act takes place in Mysterio's homeworld.
Yeah, maybe.
And then he comes back. I mean, it depends if he's going to stay in the MCU.
Or he
But
could always go over there and like awaken his counterpart in that universe, and then you've got him, the same actor in both universes or something. I don't know.
Well, I've heard some people theorize that some people think that Venom's gonna come to the MCU
Okay.
through this portal. It's the opposite of what I'm saying, but I don't think so. I think more likely Sony wants Spider-Man back, and they're not going to do this forever with Marvel.
Yeah.
Even though it'd be great if they could, but my theory is, Spider-Man's going to the Venom-Verse.
Yeah.
And
Maybe.
Sony's gonna. I don't know how they're gonna pull the Vulture over. Also, maybe they'll just say that there's a version of Vulture already over there. I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't know his identity yet.
But yeah, because it seems like they're building up to the Sinister. I would love it. I mean, I would love it though if they didn't, and they built up to the Sinister Six in the MCU proper and had a cool Sinister Six movie with Spider-Man. But my theory is that he's going to Sony.
Yeah, maybe, probably.
So we'll see what happens there.